Wala man na niya kaming i-reply kasi wala man siyang sagot. O, di ba? Di man in-address ni Sara yung reklamo. Yung articles of impeachment laban sa kanya, hindi man sinagot ni Sara. Nandun, motion to dismiss na agad. First part pa lang, first paragraph pa lang ng kanyang answer ad cotellam. Yung kanyang answer, hindi man sagot. Oh, you see? Sabi ko sa inyo, namimilipit si Sara kung paano niya sasagutin yung mga reklamo laban sa kanya. Kaya, iwas pusit. Hello po mga kababayan, si Dante Marabilla. So kanya-kanya nga pong reaction yung ating mga congressmen, pati complainants sa impeachment complaint laban kay Sara Duterte. Kasi sabi nila, yung answer ni Sara, yung sagot ni Sara sa impeachment complaint, hindi man sagot. Motion to dismiss na. Wala pang hearing, motion to dismiss na agad. Ganon katindi mga kababayan. Sabi ng complainant, hindi na niya kami kailangan. Magwe-wave na kami to reply. Kasi ano man ang sasagutin namin na wala mang reply. Wala mang sagot talaga si Sara. Yan ang sabi dyan, just in the group that filed the impeachment complaint against Vice President Sara Duterte has formally informed the House Committee on Justice that it would not be making a reply as Duterte's answer still failed to address the issues. Yan o. Reverend Father Joel Saballa et al. Have officially filed a manifestation of waiver to file a reply to VP Sara Duterte's consolidated verified answer ad cotellam to the impeachment complaints. This was received at 11:02 a.m. kanina. Ayan ang kanilang manifestation mga kababayan. Wala man na niya kaming i-reply kasi wala man siyang sagot. O, di ba? Di man in-address ni Sara yung reklamo. Yung articles of impeachment laban sa kanya, hindi man sinagot ni Sara. Nandun, motion to dismiss na agad. First part pa lang, first paragraph pa lang ng kanyang answer ad cotellam. Yung kanyang answer, hindi man sagot. Oh, you see? Sabi ko sa inyo, namimilipit si Sara kung paano niya sasagutin yung mga reklamo laban sa kanya. Kaya, iwas pusit. So ito yung pinadala na manifestation of waiver to file a reply. Complainants through undersigned counsel respectfully state, 1. Considering that respondent's 15-page consolidated verified answer ad cotellam dated March 13, 2026 conspicuously failed to specifically deny each and every material allegation in the 98-page impeachment complaint, complainants deem it unnecessary to file a reply thereto. Number 2, particularly concerning is respondents' obvious conflation of what is otherwise a clear and basic distinction between ultimate facts on one hand and evidentiary facts on the other hand. Complainants also note and lament respondents' continued failure to explain to the Filipino people how she was able to spend 125 million pesos in 11 days and where exactly the total amount of 612,500,000 entrusted to her by the public went. Despite the gravity of the accusation against her and the unmistakable public character of the funds, she is charged of misappropriating. Respondent ultimately said nothing to defend herself. Wala man anyang sinabi para i-defend yung kanyang sarili. Accordingly, complainants manifest their intention not to file a reply to respondents' non-answer. Wala man sagot. Ano man ang i-reply nilang? Wala man answer. Kaya, kanya-kanya na pong reaksyon yung ating mga congressmen sa naging answer ad cutelam ni Sara Duterte. Na yung kanyang answer, mga kababayan, hindi man sagot. Wala man siyang sinagot. Hindi niya kasi kayang sagutin, mga kababayan. Napakabigat ng mga akusasyon sa articles of impeachment. Sabi nga ni Attorney Carlo Ibanez, napakahinaan niya ng naging sagot ng mga abogado ni Sara. Akala ba natin, battery of lawyers, yung 16-man defense counsel ni Sara. Pero yung sagot niya, hindi man sagot. Ang sabi ni Attorney Carlo Ibanez, yung rockstar attorney, napakainaan niya ng sagot ni Sara. Ito, pakinggan ninyo sabi ni Attorney Carlo Ibanez.
Na nga ng answer si VP Sara sa impeachment complaint. Ito ang mga depensa niya. Number 1, the complaint repeats allegations already voided by the Supreme Court. Nadesisyonan na daw ng Supreme Court ang reklamo sa kanya. Number 2, the House Committee violated due process and applied double standards. Number 3, the complaint lacks ultimate facts and competent evidence. Number 4, the alleged crimes do not legally constitute impeachable offenses. So ang tanong, malakas ba ang mga depensa niya? Well, sa unang tingin pa lang, kitang-kita na mahina ang mga depensa ito.
Mahina.
Halimbawa, yung due process argument, medyo mahirap itong panalo dahil binigyan na nga siya ng due process ngayon. Pinayagan siyang mag-submit ng answer at sagutin ang mga reklamo sa kanya. Ibig sabihin, the process itself is already giving her the opportunity to be heard.
Correct.
Yung argument naman na recycled allegations ng complaint, napakahina rin ito. Tandaan natin na ang unang impeachment complaint ay hindi na-dismiss dahil walang merit ang case.
Correct.
Na-dismiss ito dahil sa technical rules ng Constitution na one impeachment complaint lang per year. Hindi tinakal ng Supreme Court ang substance ng accusation.
Yun ang tinapik natin
the merits
kanina.
of the allegations were never actually resolved. So,
Correct.
paano naging recycled? Yung sinasabi naman sa answer na walang ultimate facts ang complaint, maling-mali. Pag binasa mo ang impeachment complaints, makikita na punong-puno ng factual allegations.
Correct.
Detalladong narratives, may specific acts, specific transactions, at specific circumstances.
Correct.
Yan mismo ang tinatawag sa law na ultimate facts.
Correct.
The facts that supposedly constituted the impeachable offense. Ang totoo, puro general at vague defense lang ito.
Correct.
Walang laman at napakahina ng mga depensa. Kaya malamang, matutuloy ang impeachment.
Tuloy ang impeachment kahit hindi sagutin. Di ba po? Ito sabi ni Chairperson Attorney Gerbil Jinky Beatrix Luistro. Sabi po ni Jinky Luistro, Vice President Sara Duterte's camp missed a crucial opportunity to directly address the allegations against her as impeachment proceedings move forward in the House. Luistro said the Vice President was given the chance to respond to the charges laid out in the complaints, but her camp failed to tackle the accusations point by point. Sabi ni Luistro, the public had long been waiting for clear answers to the allegations. Actually, sayang ang opportunity na sana na-address lahat ng mga alleged offenses in ground sapagkat ito yung matagal nang hinihintay ng ating mga kapwa Pilipino. Ang kasagutan sa mga allegations laban sa ating Vice Presidente. Luistro maintained that the House panel had already established the sufficiency of the complaints in earlier deliberations, stressing that the proceedings were grounded on rules and supported by the judgment of the committee members. She also said the panel would proceed with its work, including discussions on preliminary matters as it prepares for the next stage of impeachment process. Kahit pa umiwas siya, mga kababayan, tuloy ang impeachment proceedings, mga kababayan. Hindi siya makakaiwas. Pag hindi niya sinagot, guilty. Di ba? Mga kababayan, malinaw ang ganun. Ngayon, sabi naman po ni Congressman Chua ng Maynila, Chairman Committee ng Public Accountability, the verified answer filed by Vice President Sara Duterte fails to confront the serious allegations in the impeachment complaints and instead appears designed to prevent the evidence from being examined in the proper forum. The Filipino people deserve the truth, sabi po niya. What we see in the verified answer is not a direct response to the allegations, but an attempt to avoid a full discussion of the evidence. Malinaw na pag-iwas po, parang yung kaso ni Digong doon sa ICC, Crimes Against Humanity. Ayaw matuloy yung trial. Kasi napakalakas ng ebidensya. Ang ebidensya laban kay Digong po mula mismo sa kanyang bibig. Ganon din si Sara. Chua noted that instead of addressing the substance of the charges, the pleading relies heavily on technical arguments to seek the early dismissal of the case. That is not the purpose of an answer under the impeachment rules. An answer should meet the allegations head-on. It should not be used to shut down the process before the evidence is even heard. Chua said recent developments, including the surfacing of individuals and documentary materials that may be subject to scrutiny, make it even more important for the process to proceed. As more information comes to light, including potential witnesses and financial records that may be examined under oath, it becomes even clearer why a full Senate impeachment trial is necessary, sabi po ni Chua. Chua emphasized that impeachment is designed precisely to bring such matters into the open. Kung wala niya siyang tinatago, there should be no fear of evidence. The Senate trial is where both sides can present their case, where witnesses can be examined, and where the truth can be established, sabi po ni Chua. The House leader reiterated that the House Committee on Justice is not determining guilt or innocence, but only whether the case should proceed to trial. Our role is to determine sufficiency. The Senate is where the evidence is tested. Attempts to stop the process at this stage only raise more questions, sabi ni Chua. Transparency strengthens institutions. Evasion weakens them. The Filipino people deserve a full, fair, and public accounting of the truth. Correct mga kababayan. So malinaw na umiiwas si Sara sa full trial kasi mahirapan yung kanyang battery of lawyers. Kahit magagaling yon, mahirapan na ma-acquit. Ma-acquit si Sara, mga kababayan, sa kasong final sa kanya. Impeachment case na final sa kanya. Ngayon, si Deputy Speaker Paulo Ortega naman po ng La Union nagsabi na Vice President Sara Duterte continues to stonewall the allegations against her, noting that the answer she submitted fails to directly address the impeachment complaints and instead relies on technicalities. The Vice President continues to stonewall the allegations against her. This is not an answer at all. Instead of addressing the charges head-on, she chose to hide behind technicalities, sabi po ni Ortega na siyang nag-endorse ng 4th impeachment complaint laban kay Sara Duterte. According to Ortega, the Vice President's submission raises more questions than it answers, at it does not squarely address the material allegations cited in the complaints. Hindi po nasagot ang mga paratang, iniiwasan ang pinakang ugat ng issue at dinadaan sa procedural arguments na hindi naman tumutugon sa substance ng kaso, sabi po ni Ortega. Ortega also rejected claims by Vice President lawyers that the Supreme Court ruling had cleared her, emphasizing that the High Tribunal only ruled on procedural issues. They have to read both the Supreme Court decision and the resolution again. The ruling did not junk the 2025 impeachment on substantive grounds, but only on procedural matters. In fact, the Supreme Court itself said that its ruling did not absolve the Vice President. That should be clear to everyone. The Deputy Speaker stressed that the impeachment is a constitutional mechanism meant to determine accountability, not a process that can be avoided through legal technicalities. Accountability cannot be stonewalled, sabi po niya. The Filipino people deserve clear, direct answers, not legal maneuvering that avoids the truth. Basag na basag mga kababayan si Sara Duterte. At lumalabas mahina yung kanyang defense. O di ba po mga kababayan? Anong masasabi po ninyo? Post your comments. Ako po si Dante Maravillas. Bye-bye po. God